Welcome back to WFMJ Community Connection. The Eastern Regional Kidney Foundation is raising awareness about kidney disease in our community. With me today is Jerry B. and Dr. Gus Biscardi. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jerry B., you're usually here to talk about musically involved stuff.
That's right.
Second Sunday, sound doctrine, but this is completely different. We're making a community connection today, literally, talking about kidney disease. Jerry, what's your connection here? I just know you as the music man. What's your connection?
Well, you know, I'm blessed to be a spokesman for Eastern Regional Kidney Foundation, and you know, it's something that I really believe in. It's something that has touched my family personally. I believe in the foundation because I found them to be a 100% volunteer organization that serves Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties, and they're not connected to the National Kidney Foundation. So all of the funding comes in locally, and it helps our people locally. And thirdly, because it does affect the African American community so much, and I did not know, as you're just finding out in conversations with Dr. Biscardi, is how kidney disease does affect us as a people. So I had to become involved.
Well, Jerry, I'm glad that you called me and you know, to talk about this upcoming walk. But Dr. Biscardi, again, I'd like to welcome you to Community Connection. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for joining us. But how prevalent is kidney disease, particularly right here in the Valley?
Well, right here in the Valley, I can't speak to the national statistics and relate them to the Valley, but currently there are just under 1,000 folks here in the Valley that are either on dialysis or have received a kidney transplant.
A transplant?
A transplant, correct. So the two-pronged approach of the Eastern Regional Kidney Foundation is to, number one, support, and we were founded in 1979 as a totally volunteer entity. The primary focus was to help folks who are basically indigent, on dialysis, or having had a transplant, who need financial assistance through grant monies with their medication expenses that are not totally covered, transportation, and some nutritional supplements that become necessary for folks in both of these situations. The problem is that we depend totally on funding from the local community. And so events such as the upcoming walk will be absolutely essential for us to be able to fill our coffers so that we can aid the folks who are in most need. Roughly takes between $25,000 and $30,000 a year to provide minimal support to these indigent folks. And it sounds like a lot of money, but indeed it just scratches the surface of what is needed. Currently, we have a couple of corporate sponsors who have been generous enough to give us a rather significant amount of money for the walk. Among those folks is the Kidney Group on Belmont Avenue, the Center for Vascular Access in Boardman, and Associates in Nephrology, who have kindly funded us partly for this walk. But we need so much more input from the community. We serve only the Tri-County area, and as Jerry just mentioned, every penny of what comes in to the foundation is dispersed to the patients. Not a cent of it goes to any kind of salary reimbursement. So being a totally volunteer entity, we really depend on the local folks to help us spread the word. The second approach of the Kidney Foundation is to promote awareness, because as we discussed earlier behind the scenes, we really can't attack a disease if we are unaware that it exists.
You said it.
And we certainly know a lot about breast cancer, heart disease, and the incidence. You mentioned the incidence in the Valley. Well, the incidence, a recent study done by the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, suggests that there are 6 out of 10 of us who are at risk for developing some form of chronic kidney disease in our lifetime.
That is a staggering statistic.
It's an amazing statistic. And those at greatest risk ethnically are the African American and Hispanic population at a rate greater than 5% more than Caucasian individuals. We don't know the reasons why.
Of course.
But certainly those data and those statistics are startling, and I think they are less than widely appreciated.
Very eye-opening. And Dr. Biscardi, as a retired nephrologist, you know, I was so thankful to meet you and talk with you one-on-one beforehand. I think that a segment of Community Connection to talk about a walk is simply just not enough.
I agree.
would like, if you don't mind, and I do this on TV, but invite you to come back, and maybe we can talk those statistics, and we can approach the minority communities that need to have this information to be aware and to advocate.
We would be more than happy to accommodate you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Jerry, because we want more people to be informed, we know that there's an awareness walk that's going to happen next Sunday. So, Jerry, would you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. All information, first of all, can be disseminated through the website, which is erkidney.org. And we're extending our online registration through noon today.
Okay.
And we want you to go online. We want you to register for the walk, and any donations giving above $25 receives a wonderful t-shirt. In fact, we brought some bracelets for you. We're going to be passing out bracelets for
advocacy.
Absolutely.
Advocacy. Yes.
For the sake of awareness. But the walk begins at 9 a.m. Registration begins Sunday, March 29th. So we want the entire community to come out to the Canfield Fairgrounds. The entrance is off of Route 46 around Gate 5. Come on in, and let's show our support.
Well, Dr. Biscardi, Jerry B., thank you so much for joining me this morning. The information that you have given us has just been very tempting. So I want to have you back without a doubt.
Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
We're going to take another quick pause, and we're going to be right back.